Hi, I'm Selena Hill, the Associate Digital Editor here at Black Enterprise, and today we have a very special person with us. We have Bryant. He's a former investment banker on Wall Street. He worked there for 3 years, and during this time, he created Wall Street Paper. Now, this is a lifestyle brand that is geared towards and caters to modern gentlemen like him, a dapper gentleman, as you can see.
Thank you.
And Brandon, on top of that, he's also the social engagement lead at a marketing agency called Wilson, and he is a founding partner at an impact venture firm. It's called Harlem Capital Partners. So thank you so much, Brandon, for stopping by here at Black Enterprise. We know you have a lot going on.
You know, just out here hustling.
but you look really good.
Thank you.
And you make it look good. That must be all a part of your brand.
That's a part of the brand. Your personal brand's everything.
Definitely, and you've been doing that well. So I want to start by just asking you to sort of take us on your journey. So you went from a Wall Street analyst to an influencer on Instagram to a social media strategist and now a venture capitalist. And you did this all within 4 years. How did you do that?
It was pretty crazy. I mean, initially, like at Ohio State, what I did is I studied economics, and then I had 2 internships on Wall Street. And in my free time while I was back at school, I ran a suit company on campus. And so I took those talents all to New York to do investment banking at Bank of America. And I did that for about 2 or 3 years. And in between that time, I wanted an outlet. And I thought back to myself, when's the last time I made a little change and enjoyed it? And it was at that suit store where I took a picture every day of my outfit and put it on Instagram. And so I thought to start Wall Street Paper, the blog. That blew up. GQ picked it up within 2 months.
Oh, wow.
I was in the magazine within 3 months. And then that led to me really going into social media strategy from all the brands that I work with. They needed more than just me promoting them on my blog. They actually needed just like branding help in how to reach younger audiences. And then going over to Harlem Capital Partners, that started from a core group of my friends who I met while in a leadership program called Management Leadership for Tomorrow. We met as sophomores in college. We moved to New York. We all became bankers on Wall Street. And then we all lived in Harlem for the last 4 years. And so one day we had an opportunity to invest in a company, pooled our capital together, and that's how it started. And now what Harlem Capital Partners has turned into is an opportunity for us to actually raise money to invest in minorities, which is like after we looked at about 150 companies or so, we've seen that there's a big lack in diversity on the founder side, but even more lack of diversity on the investor side, the people who are actually giving the money. And so that's what Harlem Capital Partners is turning into now.
Wow, so that was a lot.
That was a lot.
But you said it really well and really succinctly. But I want to sort of delve into more of what you're doing on social media. You have almost 80,000 followers on Instagram for the Wall Street Paper, and from what I saw, you take these really crisp pictures.
Very curated. Curated.
Oh, is it? Because sometimes they look a little organic.
Well, I mean, it's organically curated.
Is that a thing?
That's a thing.
Gotcha.
That's maybe one of my personal things.
Definitely. So, you're doing really well because you're getting so much engagement on Instagram, and it sounds like it's something that may have even come natural for you, or were you learning that skill and that niche on Wall Street? Like, how did this come about?
Everything is transferable skill sets. Everything is transferable skill set. On Wall Street, you just learn how to present yourself, how to be outgoing, how to network, and really how to make sure that your personal brand is everything. That's all you have in such a high intensity environment. So I took that over to Wall Street Paper, and 3 things that I would say that could help somebody today. One of them would be to basically start with engagement. And so you should look, or actually I would go with this: due diligence, engagement, and then create an editorial calendar. So due diligence is like actually looking at other people who are competitors. Say if you have 5,000 followers, you look at people with that size. And then you can also look at people you admire to be and just see what they do. And then going on to engagement, you engage with the people who engage with their content, right? Humans, by innate nature, we reciprocate. We love each other. And then the last thing is, like, once you interact with people and you get that reciprocation, you need an editorial calendar to continually keep those people on your platform once they come.
Wow. So, okay, again, you make it sound easy. Is that how you were able to grow to nearly 80,000 followers on Instagram?
That is how. It is a lot of long hours of liking. Like, for example, if you were to like someone's picture or look at someone you admire to be and they had 1,000 likes, going through and liking 3 pictures and commenting on 3 pictures for 1,000 people is not easy. And that's like every day.
And you've done that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had interns as well from FIT helping me out. You got to put in the groundwork. There's no silver bullet.
No, you are absolutely right. And now I want to switch gears a little bit to talk about Harlem Capital Partners.
Yes.
And the mission behind, because you said that basically you guys are geared towards helping other minorities, whether they're black or brown or women, sort of build their own entrepreneurial ventures and vision. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so it originally started as like an angel syndicate. So we were using all of our own money to invest in entrepreneurs. And now what we're geared up to do is to raise a large sum of money and to actually do larger checks to these minorities and to help bring processes. What we found is that minorities have just never, it's not the money that they need, it's really the coaching, the processes, and the relationships to your P&Gs, to your Targets, to your Walmarts, to get their products out, or maybe they need financial help, or maybe they need help with culture and just like building up operations of their business. And so we want to do both with the check and also with the processes, and also at the end be someone who looks like them.
Wow, that's really powerful.
Thank you.
So, you know, when we started the conversation, we talked about your journey.
Yes.
And, you know, you also journeyed into entrepreneurship, right?
Yes.
Where did you get that confidence to sort of bet on yourself as a millennial, as an entrepreneur, and say, you know what, I'm going to leave the stability that Wall Street offers to do things and put my destiny in my own hands?
Well, I think, first of all, it was through a lot of prayer and a lot of counseling to mentors. But I think it's also really being able to just see what makes you happy, right? So if I'm on Wall Street making X amount of dollars and I'm not happy, then, you know, life doesn't matter. There's no legacy. There's things that are bigger than money, which you really realize on Wall Street. So there's kind of like 3 things that really helped me jump. I mean, the number one thing was being able to make my own schedule and to meet with people and not have to ask people for time off to go see family or to travel. Because, for example, I just went to South by Southwest with Amazon, and it was all during the week. So if I didn't have the flexibility to be able to take off and go during the week and grab this opportunity and meet people, then I would be, you know, in trouble. Because that's what's going to be my end goal. My end goal is my personal brand. My end goal is helping entrepreneurs who look like me. So that's the number one, just having a flexible schedule. Number 2 is I think is the opportunity to like be able to build your dreams, to dream with your eyes open. And you can't do that building someone else's dream, you know, working at another company. So I wanted to dream with my eyes open. And then I think the third thing is just like being able to see those dreams actually come true, and then to build other dreams on top of those. So like to see that I can invest in companies with my friends, that was cool. But to now raise money to invest in 1,000 diverse entrepreneurs and change the face of entrepreneurship, that's something that I never thought could happen before.